Invest years before markets exist. Track early indicators.
How do you find the conviction?
Always seems like a diving catch. Always does seem like a diving catch. You do things based on core beliefs. You know, we deeply believe that we could, you know, create a computer that solves problems normal processing can't do. That there are limits to what a CPU can do. There are limits to what general purpose computing can do. And then there are interesting problems that we can go solve. The question is always, are those interesting problems only, or can they also be interesting markets? Because if they're not interesting markets, it's not sustainable. And NVIDIA went through about a decade where we were investing in this future and the markets didn't exist. There was only one market at the time, it was computer graphics. For 10, 15 years, the markets that fuels NVIDIA today just didn't exist. And so how do you continue with all of the people around you, you know, our company and, you know, NVIDIA's management team and all of the amazing engineers that are there creating this future with me, all of your shareholders, your board of directors, all your partners, you're taking everybody with you, and there's no evidence of a market. That is really, really challenging. You know, the fact that the technology can solve problems and the fact that you have research papers that are used, that are made possible because of it are interesting, but you're always looking for that market. But nonetheless, before a market exists, you still need early indicators of future success. You know, we have this phrase in the company you know, there's a phrase called key performance indicators. Unfortunately, KPIs are hard to understand. I find KPIs hard to understand. What's a good KPI? You know, a lot of people, you know, when we look for KPIs, you go, gross margins. That's not a KPI. That's a result. You know, you're looking for something that's an early indicators of future positive results, okay? And as early as possible. And the reason for that is because you want that early sign that you're going in the right direction. And so we have this phrase, it's called EOIFS, you know, early indicators, EIOFS, early indicators of future success. And it helps people, because I was using it all the time to give the company hope that, hey, look, we solved this problem, we solved that problem, we solved this problem. The markets didn't exist, but there were important problems. And that's what the company's about, to solve these problems. We want to be sustainable, and therefore